an old Greg Brown song called "A Man Who's Rich in Daughters," and I'm not rich in many things, but I am certainly rich in daughters, and to that extent, I am very kind of excited. I'm not kind of excited. I'm very excited to be able to introduce to you my youngest. She's not my youngest daughter anymore, but for years she was my youngest biological daughter, Madeline. Her name means God, Tower of God, and she was named for. I'm almost ashamed that I named her after an actress, but I did. And the story there is that I only ever cry at Mel Gibson movies, but I tend to cry at Mel Gibson movies at an alarming rate. It disturbs me how frequently I cry at Mel Gibson movies. And one of these Mel Gibson movies I was sobbing at, and I was literally sobbing, I mean like almost dry heaving, was We Were Soldiers. And in that movie, Madeline Stowe plays a real life character of a woman who, a wife, a very good wife, of an army officer. And if you've ever seen that movie, you probably know the scene that got to me where she's delivering these telegrams to the other soldiers' wives. But it just laid me out. And when Madeline was born, we didn't have a name for her. My first wife and I actually wasn't even present for her birth. So I don't remember how all this story works. I was in the Marine Corps at the time, and I was gone, and I was gone until I don't remember. I didn't see her for a while. But when I got home, we still didn't have a name for the girl, and we were going through all these different, hemming and hawing, and all these different. She got this close to being Juliet at one point, if I remember correctly. But the poor girl was 2 weeks old, I think, maybe a week and a half, 10 days old before we ever had a name for her. We had to go back to the clerk of court, or not clerk of court, probate judge, and name her. But that being said, we don't get to see her very often. We're very excited she's here. She lives a very different lifestyle than we do here. She lives in the big city, right outside the Mall of Georgia, about an hour away, with all the creature comforts and cell phones and air conditioning. I think she struggles a little bit with us not having air conditioning. But you want to say something?
Yes, sir.
How different is it coming up here from where you're normally at?
A lot different.
A lot different,
Like a lot?
like a lot different? All right. Well, she's not quite ready for the marriage market yet. When she is, though, don't you be coming to me with no goats. This is a 10-cow wife right here, men, so start saving your cows up. She won't come cheap. Appreciate you.